iPad in my Com200 classes. It's the Communication, Media and Society, and it's the introductory class that all students need to take when they come into the College of Communication and Media Science. Before, if you wanted to do something, like for example, film a short movie, which I did in this class as an assignment, you had to book your camera, you had to book the lab to go editing. Now you have the whole production suite in your hand. So you can write a script, and you can go out film, and you can edit it on your iPad. The advantage is that it's an introductory class, so most of them don't have any experience with media. So the iPad is pretty, like the apps are pretty simple. I used iMovie as an assignment, so all of them wrote their little script, and they went out and they should shoot like a 60 to 90 second documentary on campus. So basically that's what we can do during class. I can just send them out for an hour, and they can come back with their footage. Some of them came back with a 5-minute non-fictional movie, some shot an 8-minute documentary, so they all got really into it, and they all really wanted to do this and wanted to do great. So it was nice to see how creative they are. It's much more hands-on, it's much more practical. So the students, like I basically teach them how to use the techniques, how to use the apps, how to use the iPad, how to film, but then they have their own ideas, their own thoughts, and they just go out and do it. And when they see their ideas come to life on the big screen when we watch the movies, it's just fascinating that they see something like this. Before, the class were much more lecture-based. This gives power to the students in their hands, so they can do their own things and become creative and bring parts of this back into the classroom and see their own work. So it makes them proud and it makes them flourish, basically. Another assignment I did was using the GarageBand, or using the sound recorder of the iPad, so we did podcasts with it. So we're talking about user-generated content, citizen journalist, and I wanted to show them how easy it is to record a podcast. It was the step before doing the iMovie. So basically what they did is they recorded a 1 to 3 minute podcast on their favorite things. So they're talking about their favorite holiday destination, their favorite teacher, their favorite books, whatever, and it was so easy because they could record their voice. It was the first time for a lot of them that they heard their voice. The iPad did, how it changed the class, it added another layer to the learning experience. Before we're talking about concepts, we're talking about basic models, but now we can add experience on top of that, and they personally experience it hands-on. They go out and they do things. So if you add another layer, you basically make the concepts stick more and make them take out more of the classroom with them. I think this iPad is a great initiative and a great way to reach the Zayed University learning goals. So the teaching or the learning is much more student-centered, and they can bring in their own thoughts and their own things, and you give the power back to the students basically, and it's a great tool.